Today on Rappler. The Public Works Department asks the Anti-Money Laundering Council to freeze the assets of aircraft companies linked to Zaldi Co. Witnesses in the flood control corruption inquiries may be granted protected witness status. Victims of Rodrigo Duterte's war on drugs hope for the expansion of murder charges against him. ABC affiliate owners Nexstar Media and Sinclair Broadcasting will not resume the airing of the Jimmy Kimmel live show. And US President Donald Trump tells world leaders their countries are going to hell. The Department of Public Works and Highways asks the Anti-Money Laundering Council to freeze the air assets of companies linked to Ako Bicol representative Zaldi Co. Records of the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines show these companies collectively own 11 aircraft worth $82.59 million or about 4.7 billion pesos. There are 6 aircraft with a total value of $74.65 million or 4.29 billion pesos under Misibis Aviation and Development Corporation. Hightone Construction and Development Corporation owns 3 aircraft worth $7.94 million. DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon says he will forward the list of aircraft to the Independent Commission for Infrastructure, the AMLAC, and the Department of Justice. Co, who has been in the US supposedly for medical treatment, is facing allegations of corrupting the national budget. House Speaker Bon GD revoked Co's travel clearance and ordered him to return to the Philippines within 10 days. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla says witnesses who have named government officials allegedly involved in flood control corruption could be considered for the status of protected witnesses, which is different from being a state witness. During the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, Remulla said protected witnesses are people who can be given security by investigators because of the serious information they shared. He adds, those being considered for witness protection include former DPWH engineers Henry Alcantara, Bryce Hernandez, and JP Mendoza, as well as contractors Sara and Curly Discaya. Remulla also explains they are very cautious when it comes to granting someone the status of a state witness as it involves a thorough process and would free the person from any criminal liability. He adds, those who want to become state witnesses must show good faith by returning the assets they are believed to have acquired illegally. Victims of former President Rodrigo Duterte's deadly war on drugs hope International Criminal Court prosecutors will expand the murder charges against him.
The victims really are praying and hoping that there will be an expansion because in fact there were thousands upon thousands of arbitrary arrests, illegal imprisonments that were committed under the Duterte war on drugs.
ICC accredited lawyer Gilbert Andres says ICC prosecutors still saw the mere dozens of victims in the charges as emblematic or examples of more killings that occurred under Duterte's command. Duterte's confirmation of charges hearing was set for Tuesday, but the ICC delayed it due to questions about his fitness to stand trial. The evening before, September 22, ICC prosecutors released a document charging Duterte with 3 counts of widespread murder as a crime against humanity. Nexstar Media and Sinclair Broadcasting say they will not resume airing Jimmy Kimmel Live on Tuesday on their ABC affiliates and will instead run other programming. This after ABC parent Walt Disney says it will resume broadcasting the late-night talk show. Sinclair says, quote, discussions with ABC are ongoing as we evaluate the show's potential return. It is not clear how long the broadcasters will shun the program. ABC suspended Kimmel's show on September 17 after he made comments about the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Hours before the suspension, Federal Communications Commission Chair Brendan Carr warned that local broadcasters who aired Kimmel could face fines or loss of licenses. US President Donald Trump gives a tough and wide-ranging speech at the UN General Assembly, calling for less global migration and pushing back against climate change policies. The 56-minute speech was a criticism of the UN and marked a return to Trump's usual stance as he often attacked the organization during his first term. He rejects efforts by allies to support a Palestinian state amid Israel's latest Gaza offensive and called on European countries to follow his lead in using economic measures against Russia to end the war in Ukraine. Trump also offers his U.S. immigration crackdown as a case study for what other world leaders should do to curb mass migration that he says is altering the fabric of nations.
I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gutinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.